Hi chaps, John with you again, and doing a quick update, just a sort of a build update on the Star Wars TIE Fighter. It's the Darth Vaders TIE Fighter. It's an A.M.T kit from 1997. It's the 20th year, special 20th year anniversary of the Star Wars release. A.M.T kit, like I said, so it's an old one, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It does take a bit of work. It's not for the faint-hearted. Originally started off, myself and Abby were going to do it, but every piece just needed so much clean-up and fitting issues and filler and this, that and the other. So it's a bit, Abby thought it was a bit too much for her. Poor girl. So we're not going to do it together. It's just I'm going to do it, but I still have the same plan for it. If you get what I mean, I'm coming to. So Steph and Abby, we go back onto the egg tanks. We'll order some egg tanks and we'll do egg tanks together. So stay tuned for that. So this is the update on the Star Wars TIE Fighter. We'll go down to the bench. We'll have a look, and I'll show you what I've gotten done so far. Okay. Right, so we're at the bench, and let's have a look at what I've gotten done so far. Okay, so I'll bring out my little twirly board, and I've got the cockpit section finished. Okay, with Darth himself inside. Okay, give it a light little turn around there so you can get an idea of it. Okay, so that's the cockpit section. Not too many fit issues with this, except for Darth himself. It was a two-piece thing. You put it together, and when you put it together, there was a major gap around the side. So it took a bit of filler and a bit of sanding, a little bit of kind of sculpting, shall we say, thing. But it went together. I was quite happy with it. Painted him NATO black, give him a gloss black coat and helmet, or cloak, helmet and gloves and boots. Added a few, red and blue onto his little control panel in the front of him. Highlighted with a little bit of silver dry brushing on it, and then give it a wash with the Agrax Earthshade just to bring out some of the little detail, just to get it to come out that little bit better. The rest of it then, it got sprayed in a flat black for the front and the bottom. Two sides got painted with I used neutral grey XF53 from Tamiya, then panels in silver with blue, yellow and green, blue, red and green, just to highlight some buttons and dials and switches, just to make it look that little bit more interesting. You probably won't get to see half this in the actual thing itself, but there we go anyway. Okay, so there's Darth himself, okay, sitting inside in his TIE Fighter. What else have I got done? Not very much, believe it or not. I got the landing gear legs. They're assembled. Okay, that's for the landing gear. There's a top hatch, which I just sort of finished off this morning. I put on the clear, but I had to paint underneath that. So, and I've used this Deluxe Products glue and glaze to put in the glass. Like I said, I only did it there just a short time ago, so that's clamped in place. I'll leave that in place. Then I'm going to mask off here those little 4 pieces of glass, and then get that for the painting at a later stage, so to say. We've got a top and a bottom section here. Now these, like, the amount of flash that were on these is absolutely. I'll bring the camera back a bit so we can see what I'm talking about. The amount of flash on these was absolutely unbelievable. It really, really was. Loads of cleanup. Absolutely loads of cleanup. Okay, on them. Especially here where these little pieces fit in. And as you can see, I've had to use quite a lot of sprue glue to seal around the edges of them, because there was, there was patches there where it wasn't quite fitting so well. So I'm after using a little bit of filler. It needs a bit more sanding now, and get that back to, well, something that I'm happy with. Okay, so that's the top section. Bottom section, exact same idea, tons of little flash. I didn't take it all off because when I put the two pieces together, I know I'm going to have some more flash and some filler and things like that. Also, there's little locating pins here, 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 and here. Now you can still even see that flash a little bit there that I'd forgotten to take off. Okay. Still haven't got down to it yet, but do you know what I mean? There's loads of it. It's freaking everywhere. So there's loads of work involved in it. As I was saying, sorry, these little locator pins, 3 of them are bang on. Okay, I know 3 of them are bang on, but one is just doesn't want to. Okay, so we got the back up 2 are perfect. Once you get the back 2 perfect and bring it over and align that one, that lines up reasonably good. Okay, you got to, as you see, it's going to take more filler in there again. Okay, but this one here doesn't want to line up at all, so you know it's going to take a bit of fiddling, a bit of fettling to get all that, you know, to sit nicely. Okay, so it doesn't really want to sit nicely at the moment, but we'll get there. Okay, I need to sort of shave off these things and take a bit of filler and a bit of moving around, a bit of modelling. My God, it doesn't actually clip in together, so it's definitely not a shake and bake. Loads and loads of parts that I haven't even got onto yet, even though there isn't that many parts to it. There's only 3 or 4 screws, there's only a small amount of parts left, but with the fit issues and the amount of flash and getting all them cleaned off and things, it's still actually quite a lot of work. I mean, I could fly through it and have it done in a day, but I don't want to make a hames of it. I want to do it nice, as neat as I possibly can. Alright, this little capsule fits in here. Okay, fits into there, so there he is from the front. And like I said, that would sit on top of that. But at the moment, nothing seems to want to kind of fit, so I've got to try and start playing around with it a bit. Okay. So you'll be able to see Darth himself inside in the middle of that. As you can see, it's just nothing seems to want to sit neat. Okay, get that in right, and the top on there. You know, it's okay. It'll take a bit of work. It will take a bit of work, but you can get the idea anyway. It's going to be. If I can pull it off, shall we say, it'll be a beautiful little job and quite a nice display, because it's not that small. Okay, so that's it for the this first update. I will definitely have more further updates in the future. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe, give the old thumbs up. You know, it's one of those kits that you've got to kind of stick with. Okay, so stay tuned for future updates, and I'll catch you again. This is John saying, don't forget, go out and buy yourself a kit, build it and enjoy it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe.